What's up and welcome to the Not So Tactical Dad. Today we are going to be making our own fire plugs. What you're going to need for this is some paraffin wax. This is 1 pound. We're going to make this in quarter-pound batches. So as long as you have at least 1 pound, you should be good to go. Some form of cotton applicator. I chose to use dental gauze. It's 100% cotton. It will basically rip apart nice and easy and catch a spark very easily. You could also use cotton balls or those little makeup applicators that they sell at the grocery store. All that really matters is that it's 100% cotton and that you can fray it out. You're going to want something to store this in. I chose these 1 ounce little aluminum tins, one because they have a screw top so they're sealable. I don't have to worry about them just flying open on a whim. Also, these fit my fire kit perfectly. And it comes in a 12-pack, so I have spares. Something you don't have to do, but you may want to do, is use something like a crayon or a wax dye. That way you're able to dye these in the event that you're in a cold or winter environment where the ground is white, cotton is white. If you drop this and lose it, maybe you're down to your last one. It's not something you may want to lose. So if you have it dyed orange, red, or green, or any other color, it's going to stand out. You're going to be able to find it. Optional. You don't have to do that for these to function. However, I do recommend doing it because it's a very simple step. Last but not least, mineral oil, or any oil really for that matter. It doesn't have to be mineral oil. It can be a cooking oil or it can be a lighter fluid, any of those types of oils. They have candle oil. It really doesn't matter. The oil is just going to help to prolong the burning on these. These should burn for up to 7 minutes. We'll see. But let's get to the kitchen and get cooking. Then we can throw some of these together and we'll get outside and test them out and see how long they actually burn for. All right, so we're out here in the shop now. Got that first batch finished up. Ended up making about 250 with a ½ pound wax and that ¼ cup of mineral oil. This is what we ended up with. I wanted to do the first one in a controlled environment so I can time and see how long it would actually burn for. So I'll shut up and let's get this thing lit. All right, so the final verdict. This is the first time that I've actually done these with dental gauze. In the past, I've made these with cotton swabs and Vaseline. I don't feel like those are really that great compared to this, at least. The one I showed in the video burned, we'll call it 4.5 minutes. I also burned about 5 or 6 more after that. I did one method where I set it up like a candle. I only frayed just the tip of it, and that form kind of burned anywhere from 6:15 to 6.5 minutes. I also did it where I just completely shredded it up into like a pile of gauze, if you would, and I lit that one and it burned for about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So I feel like it's common sense. The more you tear this up, the faster it's going to burn. And if you kind of stick it like a candle, it's going to burn like a candle. It's going to take its sweet ass time. I think the most effective was the one I showed in the video. That seemed to be the consistent median, right around 4 to 4.5 minutes. I think that's plenty long if you have a proper fire setup. Just popping it in half and fraying it. It was easy to ignite that way. I didn't have any issues with the ferro rod, and I mean, it just works. What else is there to say? This is a 10 out of 10 in the recipe. It's super cheap. They came out to about 3 cents a piece, and that's just a steal compared to what you're going to pay for these buying them pre-made. Second to that, though, I will say, stay away from these stupid little 1 ounce tins. I was not happy at all to find that they only hold about 8. That's right. You could only fit about 8 of these in here, which probably isn't a bad thing. If you're going to carry this like I do for EDC, literally in your pocket, it's smaller than a can of dip. No, I don't chew. But the size of it, it's manageable to toss in your pocket, throw it in a bag. It's good in the sense of having a little piece of EDC with you. However, this is not sufficient for my fire kit. This is not sufficient for my pack out when I go camping or anything. I would probably go ahead and go with the Altoids tin. They sell the blank ones on Amazon. You could probably fit at least 20 of these in there. I'm just not positive off the top of my head. I don't have one sitting in front of me, but I would definitely say you can fit way more in the Altoids tin. And that Altoids tin isn't going to take up a whole lot more real estate. It's just the ergonomics of it, the shape, obviously. Putting a square into a circle when you put these together, it just doesn't work that well. So anyway, recipes 10 out of 10. It was super easy, super cheap and affordable to do. And I'm telling you, they freaking work great. Even if you're not out there doing the survival bit, trying to be prepared, pack these out next time you go camping. Even if you're lighting it with a lighter, the thing burns super easy. It just goes. Get your fire started without sitting there trying to hold a stupid long lighter underneath a twig for 30 minutes, wondering why your fire isn't starting. So anyway, that's it from me this week. I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.